McCall, look away pass. Antonio steps inside. Marshall feeds Pinder for the throwdown.
Defense, but he's worked so hard on his offense, and there's a good drive, another attacking play early in the offense, and to the line. And
1 of 6 from long range, and 3 of 6 inside the line.
Goaltend.
On the goaltend.
Knocks that down. But there's just no continuity, no flow to the offense. Come out and knock down the 3.
Hogue, too quick there, got down low against Sotto.
It's got to be long.
Carry a hand.
Tall, carry a hand and just give it a little space.
This guy Sotto.
There we go. So you have his length on the inbounder to make it a really tough inbounds pass. Defense, and that time it was well read. A little back cut. That'll make you think about getting too high up in those passing lanes.
They roll it down low. Franks, that's like an offensive foul, and it's going to be called on Robert Franks.
All day long.
We got away with one earlier on, I thought, down low on Pinder. There's the transition that we see. I don't know whether there was a lot of contact there. Cleveland wanted it. But down low, he attempted fake because he, like I said, he missed the shot, but he got away with a push on Pinder early on. And that one there was pretty obvious. Just rolled him over. It's right in the middle of the chest.
Reckon they got it right.
So Franks and Cleveland with a foul apiece. Cairns yet to commit. Tashi McCall checks into the game along with Jonah Antonio. Scott and Wardenberg go to the bench. Patient here at the offensive end of the Taipans. 5 on the shot clock. Now Hinder working on Sotto, who's checked into the game. McCall fires from deep, knocks down the 3.
Well, that'll do his confidence the world of good as well. And coming off a good game, 18 points against the Kings.
McCall, look away pass. Antonio steps inside. Marshall feeds Pinder for the throwdown.
Don't they share that ball? They moved.
Turned it over. And just not the start that he was after, given he's been in such good form coming off a game high 21 and 8 in Perth on Thursday night.
Joey, what are some of the fixes you can use for a slow start? Because the last 4 or 5 games at home, it's been slow for Adelaide.
Well, it is, and it's not just a one-off now. And even this one, almost played the 5 minutes, only got the 6 points, 3 of 9 from the field. And there just seems to be a little anxiety. Some of the shot selection here has been less than ideal. They're tough shots, and haven't seen it get through a whole stack of hands and really try and loosen up the defense. It's just everyone's in that attack mode very early on, and I like the timeout that CJ just had to try and slow things down. But to me, it's odd that this Adelaide team, when you see them on the road, they've been fantastic, but at home, they're just a different team.
They get the offensive rebound off the missed free throw, but which is off the mark. So Adelaide none of 4 from deep. Cairns 1 of 5. Here's Pinder exploring. Nice offensive rebound there for Antonio to keep it alive for the Taipans. They lead by 6, 4.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. Been exceptional on the road this season, and Pinder, from close range, thought he was fouled, couldn't get a whistle. McCarron pushing the issue. Franks outside Detch. They break the 3-point drought there, the 36ers.
It just seems like they're shooting a lot of threes.
Detch has added that to his game. He's been mostly regarded, and rightly so, for his defense, but he's worked so hard on his offense, and there's a good drive, another attacking play early in the offense, and to the line, and going to work his way to the free throw line. But here's Detch. Good find by Franks. Cross court, plenty of time. Knocks it down. 41% on the season for Sunday Detch. And that's a good looking stroke.
So Adelaide closed the gap here. They were down 7. They've scored the last 4. And a chance for Cleveland from the free throw line. 78% free throw shooter this season, 28 of 36. But that was off out of the hand.
No, that was way off.
So almost uncharted territory here for the Taipans. Cairns at 5-0 when they trail at quarter time. And only 1-4 when they lead. So it's not their MO. But inside 4 minutes remaining in this opening term. And they made the better start of this. Wardenberg turnaround couldn't hit the target. And now Cleveland decides to go solo. Just dawdled up the floor. Couldn't connect though. So Adelaide 1 of 6 from long range. And 3 of 6 inside the line.
Goal 10.
Going to goal 10.
Can you have too many scores on the team? Or too many scores in your starting five?
Not if you're prepared to share it round. And that last one by Cleveland. Now, I know he's made his first couple come down, but that's just a no-pass offense. And that's a poor attempt at an alley-oop. I don't know why it's so hard to throw that pass. Just throw it like you're trying to miss the shot. Let the big fella go get it.
You had a lot of practice with that one, didn't you?
I know. You just didn't appreciate how good I made you look.
At the moment, Cairns are making this look pretty good. They're out to a 7-point lead, a little over 3 minutes out from quarter time. Adelaide with their woes at the offensive end, 4 of 12 at 33%. Try and get Sotto involved from close range. He can't handle the pass. Adelaide turn it over for the 4th time.
That's Kai Sotto. There's a guy, what is he, case 213, something of that size range, and knocks that down. But there's just no continuity, no flow to the offense. It's all individual action.
Enforcing things,
by the Adelaide 36ers. And again, that's usually signs of just a little anxiety. Everyone, the intent is great, trying to take matters in your own hand. But sometimes, oh, hello, there's a nice spin move on the young fella. Down low. And gets to the ring for an easy 2.
9-point margin for Cairns. They've scored the last 6 here. Adelaide, just 10 points in the quarter so far. Sunday Dedge comes up empty. Ball knocked down out of court.
But again, Case, that's a no-pass offense. Coming down against an established defense. They're in the lanes and just...
Very happy customer if you were driving around in that electric MG. Great thanks to our partner, MG, for the car giveaway. So Adelaide just 7 points in this quarter, but Taipans have been restricted to only 4. And we played almost 4 minutes. Last time they were in Adelaide, round 16 last year, the Taipans scored only 6 in the last quarter and left Adelaide with their heaviest defeat there ever, losing by 26. They've done a good job of leading for the vast majority of this game. McCall comes up empty. Cleveland finds Marshall ready to go.
Well, just like that, all of a sudden, we're in single digits, the deficit, and a bit of momentum going the way of the Adelaide 36ers, because the scoring, like you mentioned, Case, it's dried up a little bit. And again, it's in transition. Coming here, not sure about the decision of Taj McCall down the other end, driving into the traffic, 1 on 3. And that rebound come out and knock down the 3.
Hogue, too quick there, got down low against Sotto and gets the finish. So steadies the ship. 7 points now for Hogue, including 4 in this quarter out of the 6 his team have scored.
Now, I know we've seen a lot of game delay warnings this season. That was one that was earned right there. And he gets a warning.
We can delay for goal.
Delay of game warning. It's official. Johnny Antonio checks into the game. Taipans and Adelaide both committed 3 fouls so far in this quarter. As Cleveland shares the ball. Harris working on McCall. Muscling his way into the paint. Lost control.
What are they doing here?
14 turnovers now for Adelaide, which is their season average. And we've still got more than 5 minutes to play in the third. Cleveland to restart. Sunday Detch working on Antonio. Hands over. Harris decides to fire from deep. He's off the front of the rim. Well done, Sunday Dech, to keep it alive. Got the ball off the rim. And now Cleveland takes them on. Shut down. Defensive play there from Wardenberg. Now in transition, a chance for the Taipans. They can't convert. And Cleveland a little out of control there. Gets his own rebound. Couldn't convert though.
A lot of contact. Tell you what, Sunday Dech has done a good job. That's going to be a defensive foul. And Harris just, with a left arm, pulled on McCall, pulled him down, gets called for the foul. I like what Sunday Dech has brought to this team in this second half. Now, it hasn't always shown up, but there's a lot of energy. He's been really aggressive on the defensive end. There's that left arm that I was talking about. Absolutely no doubt about that one.
McCall to the free throw line.
Just looks like both teams are making some unwarranted turnovers, Joey. They're trying to force the ball instead of moving the ball around and getting the open shot. 1 on 3, 1 on 4, and just turning that ball over.
So the margin back to an even dozen. Dech exploring off glass, adds the 2. He's got 6 in the game. His first score since quarter time. Cans by 10. A little over 4 minutes out from 3/4 time. McCall. Deng. Now Ho. To Majuk Deng. And he stepped out of court, so Cairns turn it over for the 12th time.
Yeah, they've been pretty generous themselves, and that one there was just really an unforced one. Just got to know where the sideline is.
We know it can be contagious, though. Right at the moment, another chance for Adelaide here to work the margin back to single digits. As Sunday Dech works on Antonio. And down and off the ball. Another Cairns player is down, Majuk Deng, and he appeared to collide with Daniel Johnson after Antonio took a tumble as well. So Majuk Deng is staying down here. And there was a tangle with Daniel Johnson, just caught in the bottom of the frame. And just trying to wrestle for position. And Daniel Johnson's arm has collected Majuk Deng a little high around the back of the head.
Again, I don't think there was any intent.
No. Just in their wrestles, they're trying to wrestle position.
There it is there. Just trying to establish it to not let Majuk Deng get in front. And just caught him in the head. When you think that how the Adelaide 36ers are playing, 31% from the field, 14 turnovers, 3 of 15 from the three-point line, it's not pretty reading at all. But they only trail it by 10. They're still well and truly in this one, and you just get the sense that Cairns haven't had the ability to put them away. Adelaide's given them a chance to be put away, but they haven't capitalised on it enough. Nice little buffer, got the 10-point lead. But just in this third quarter, there's some signs that Adelaide hanging around and giving themselves a chance.
I mentioned Cairns are the worst third-quarter team in the competition for whatever reason that is. Out of half-time, they've hit only 2 field goals here in 6 minutes. It's McCall exploring, lob pass intended for Antonio. He got it eventually, but his 3 ball is off the mark, and Mitch McCarron can't reel it in. And after taking that knock, it looks as though his nose may even be broken there. So that's not going to make his night feel any better. Full qual, Wardenberg, single digits on the shot clock. Now Wardenberg saw an opening, got beyond Sotto and came up with the 2.
Beautiful drive.
And that's the issue with Sotto, whether he's coming off those screens or even just in ISO. His ability to slide his feet and keep him in front.
He's holding the ball down low. Nothing on offer for Frank, so he feeds it outside, and Cleveland knocks down the 3 and turns to the Cairns bench and said, "Did you have a look at that?" 14 in the game now for Cleveland. Only player on the floor in double figures. That's his season average. So he could be on track for his best night in an Adelaide singlet as McCall steps into an easy 2.
And that's what happened when Sotto, he doesn't have the confidence to get up. But what he's got to do, he's got to be long.
Carry a
he's
hand.
Tall, carry a hand and just give it a little space.
This guy Sotto at the offensive end, worried out of the points though. And McCall meets Antonio. His pass is a slow one to Bull Qual. Taipan's restricted to just 11 points so far as they add another 2 now. CJ Bruton wants time out here as Cairns get back to a 13-point edge. They
Up and laying it up.
And here's a chance now from the restart, and it's Cleveland talking it up as well as the margin is cut even closer.
In the game.
Shot clock rolls to 7. Sunday Detch with it against McCall. Puts it on the deck in front of by Scott. Now works his way to the baseline, adds the 2. We are tied away at 73. They are limping. Home, Wardenberg takes on Johnson. Adelaide cannot afford to foul here. They're off the mark again, the Taipans, and a whistle on the play. It's going to be a 3rd team foul on the Taipans in this quarter. Edge. They clear out for him in a mismatch with Wardenberg. Takes him on. Tough shot. Wardenberg did well. Kept alive. Offensive rebound and the putback from Cleveland. And Adelaide are in front for the first time since the opening 90 seconds of the game.
I can't believe it.
Well, the Taipans being hustled here. And the fans starting to find their voice in Adelaide. Taipans have led for 99% of this game, but they trail here inside the last minute. Adelaide can't afford to foul. McCall has been doing it all for them. Got Franks in the air, can't convert. Now, Tashir McCall is off to the free throw line. He's only a 50% free throw shooter.
Straight up and down, didn't he?
What I'm saying.
And this is where one you'd perhaps like to have your challenge, but he used that a little earlier on, and so he no longer has it.
If you jump straight up and you land straight down, you've got it. It's one thing to take the shooter, another thing for a shooter to go forward into you, as he did there on the video, right?
Yep.
Hey.
I know you're not looking at it, but I'm just saying.
True, but I think he did come down, and then it was a little stagger forward.
Joey.
Now we're splitting hairs here.
That looked straight up and straight down.
Well, he did, but then when he landed, it was that little step forward that really probably didn't justify a foul. But McCall comes to the line and knocks it down. Gee, they've put a lot of faith in McCall in this second half. He's been all over the place with some of his decision-making, but the bottom line is he's got 23 points, 8 of 13 from the field.
He really has powered them here late in the game as well. So they're tied at 75. 40 seconds on the clock as McCarron rushes up the floor. Fouled by Bull Qual, lost control. Ball trickles out of court. Taipans will get possession. McCall has 8 points in this final quarter out of the 12 that Cairns have scored.
Yep, that's a foul. That's a foul they missed. Right leg sticks out. Mitch McCarron can hardly breathe. Nice little S-pen in the nose.
After that incident in the 3rd quarter. So they'll milk the clock for Taipans here. Shot clock is going to be 9 seconds inside the game clock. That's McCall exploring. They go to the danger man. Hogue, top of the key. This time can't connect, and a chance for Adelaide to seal it. After trailing for 99% of the game, Adelaide and Cairns with a foul to give.
Smart foul, smart foul.
But now they have 14 fouls, and we've got 3.7 on the clock for Adelaide.
And they got a timeout, and they're going to take it.
Cairns, of course, played overtime in their last game.
Cleveland's inbounding. Might be a little gets action, coming back straight off it.
Adelaide for the win. They start to Franks, who puts it on the deck. Oh,
Great defense. That's
drawn a foul. McCall wants a challenge, and I'd be surprised if
You have to.
you have to.
Just
if
risk
Adam
it.
Ford doesn't go to it.
And we have a review.
that looked like it was clean though.
If not, it's
Call on the court, Max Call. On the second attempt to the shot.
On the
contact
second
with the right
attempt.
Elbow. Jazz, ready? The call on the court. Stand. Got 3 shots, Franks.
in the second. So they've really cranked it up on the defensive end. But just a few moments and some sloppy turnovers by the Cairns Taipans that there was some moments there they really could have extended the lead and weren't able to push it out to where you get a little bit more comfortable.
User-friendly roll for Robert Franks to put Adelaide in front. First of 3.
No timeouts left either case, so this has to be a quick inbound and a shot. MVP, well maybe, but when you're 3 of 18 on the night, perhaps not in this game, that's for sure.
Well, Cleveland's been the man tonight. Season high 23 for him. 8 boards, 4 assists. Without him, they wouldn't be in this position. But here they are in front with 2.3 seconds left on the clock, and the Taipans needing to go coast to coast. Adelaide by 3.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
So Cairns, have they got a 3 in them to force overtime? They're not going to get there, and the Adelaide 36ers have prevailed in the
He travelled.
biggest comeback this season.
He
did. Travelling
and they've called it.
violation.
It's going to be a second put back on the clock.
Remembering that 2 of the last 3 games in the NBL have finished in overtime.
You know what, if I'm here right now, I've got Kai Sotto checking into the game, and you're having his...
There he is.
Oh, there we go. So you have his length on the inbounder to make it a really tough inbounds pass.
Well, they don't want to foul Adelaide. Both teams in the bonus. So the Taipans with one last roll of the dice.
Give up the layup. They need a 3. There it is. There it is.
Oh, just falls short, and Adelaide have prevailed in a remarkable night. The 36ers have scored the biggest comeback win of the season. Down 19, they win it by 3. Adelaide 78, Cairns 75.
Thank you for watching. Kung nagustuhan mo ang video na ito ay mag-subscribe ka na sa ating channel. Paki-follow na rin ang ating Facebook page Utak Pilipinas. Again, this is D Sports TV. Paalam.